Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, throwing a party. Good summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
Welcome to another Friday night at the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
Yeah, welcome. We're in the midst of having our second party bash in Washington, D.C., and that's tomorrow night. Well, we'll be celebrating the birthday of Redwine, whoever that is.
Oh, really? I know the French guy. He probably knows her.
Yeah,
he might be there.
Anyway, it's tomorrow night, which is the 29th of August, 2015. Starts at 7 o'clock, getting an early start. So around midnight or, whatever. It's at the White House. It's at 1410 Missouri Avenue in Northwest. And admission is $20. And you got an open bar from 7 to 8, so you got to get there early to get that free stuff. Got a DJ, got a little food there. We got a pajama fashion show. You can wear whatever you want on the fashion. You can wear flannel pajamas. You can wear lingerie. You can wear some see-through stuff. You can have the G-string going up anyway.
Here we go.
It's a pajama fashion show. Cash bar after 8 o'clock, between 7 and 8 open bar, and it's going to be a good party. So,
where they can check us out at?
You can check us out at apajamaparty.com, or you can call for tickets at 202-351-1570, 202-350-1670, and 202-656-8776. Information for the tickets and all that jazz, and it's going to be a good time. So if you don't get out much, now's the time to get out. It'll be a nice little crowd there doing their thing, mature people, no violence. We got that on lock, so it'll be good.
Mm-hmm. All right, Papa.
All right,
I'll give y'all the rundown for the night.
Yeah, what's going on? What's the rundown for the night?
Say what's cooking, huh? Hot topics. We got an ex-prep school senior acquitted. Bryce Williams shoots journalist on air. Daryl Dawkins passes away. Hidden and quitted headlines. Arkansas Treasurer Court. Walmart stops selling guns. Interesting. Red Sox fan sues for foul ball. Target to start selling alcohol. Target, the red dot people?
Imagine that.
Yeah. Civil rights activist, she dies, unfortunately. 911 survivor dies of cancer. What's poppin' with Poppa DD? Our weird news, of course. And we got a special one tonight with I'm Just Saying with Redwine, tribute to the New Orleans, 10-year anniversary on that. Living for the City with Poppa DD. Our celebrity birthdays. We got Pillow Talk tonight. That should be a good one. My Hollywood wrap-up, Cocktail of the Week, Kiss It List, and always the last word. So sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, because we sipping on our favorite cocktail, right?
I know that's right. Cheers to the party tomorrow night.
All right, now. So sit back, relax, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to the Pajama Party Late Night Adult Talk Show. We've added a new segment to the show called the Kiss It List. Every week, we put people on this list who have done dumb stuff or have been irritating or just gotten on our or your nerves. So we call them out and put them on the Kiss It list, and we tell you why. If you have somebody you want to add to our Kiss It list, hit us on Twitter at @apajamaparty and use hashtag #KissIt, and we'll add them to the list. If you prefer to email your contenders, send them to info@apajamaparty.com. We'll call them out every Friday night at the end of the show, so get those names in. Now, let's get back to the Pajama Party Crew and more of the show. DJ, would you mind turning it up a notch? Oh, you're on the Kiss It list.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting ready for that party tomorrow night, so we're a little bit discombobulated tonight, and bear with us.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to set up.
Redwine got it
So
together.
you can have it. Yeah, Redwine. She's perfect. Anyway.
I'm glad you know that.
We've been trying to set up for the party, so we've been running all day. But we made sure we came here to give you all the information that you need to be in touch on what's happening, what's going down. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
Redwine.
Wow.
All right. Mm-hmm. So, anyway, what's the first thing we're going to talk about tonight?
Well, this is interesting. Ex-prep school senior acquitted of felony rape. Okay. A graduate of an exclusive New England prep school was cleared of felony rape, but convicted of a lesser sex offense on Friday. 15-year-old freshman girl in a case that exposed the campus tradition in which, check this out, seniors competed to see how many young students they could have sex with.
And this is what they do every year?
Every year.
I guess so.
For the last 20 years.
So this was supposed to be a jury of his peers, so to speak, a jury of 9 men and 3 women. Took only 8 hours to reach his verdict against a 19-year-old gentleman, Owen Labrie, of Vermont. I'm not saying no more.
Oh, Vermont.
Who was accused of forcing himself on the girl in a dark and noisy mechanical room at St. Paul's School in Concord 2 days before they graduated in 2014. It says Labrie, who was bound for Harvard and planned to take divinity classes before his arrest, put everything on hold.
Wait a minute, excuse me, pause.
Uh-huh.
Did you say he was planning to go to divinity classes?
Divinity classes before his arrest.
He was going to study to be a minister?
Yeah.
But he was taking part in this ritual of trying to see how many girls you could have sex with?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to understand.
Okay.
He's getting it in.
He faces a
he was
potential
getting it in
of
already.
11 years in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And he has to register himself as a sex offender. So
and that'll go over well in the pulpit.
See what I'm saying? But what had happened was
Yeah, what had happened?
The young man was acquitted of the most serious charges against him. 3 counts of felony rape, each punishable 10 to 20 years in prison. But he was found guilty of 3 counts of misdemeanor sexual assault using a computer to lure a minor for sex and child endangerment. So they knocked those charges straight down. Just crazy.
So now they made it just a misdemeanor?
Yeah. So the 3 counts of misdemeanor sexual assault and using the computers for a minor and child endangerment. So those were the 3, things that they got him on. So it says the scandal casts a harsh light on the 159-year-old boarding school that has long been a training ground for politicians, noble, and corporate executives and other members of the country's elite. So that's saying the bigwigs, they go there, so they must have had some influence over it. So, but check this out. The gentleman, Labrie, he says in his testimony, he acknowledged bragging to his friends that he had intercourse with the girl, but he said that was a big lie told to and impressed them. He also admitted deleting 119 Facebook messages. Now, you admitted you deleted 119 messages.
119 messages?
Including one in which he boasted that he had pulled every trick in the book to have sex with the girl.
But then he claims, though, and this is what I understood. He claimed that when he put on the condom that he always carries with him, that he said he's been carrying a condom in his wallet since high school days, he said when he went to put on the condom that he felt like he couldn't go through with it and it wasn't the right thing to do. So he said he didn't do anything. Well, let me put it this way. He says he did not rape the girl. Now, earlier reports, he said that it was consensual. What I don't know is what is the it. The young lady's testimony said that he used his fingers on her before he raped her. Now, he claims he didn't do anything. He was just running off at the mouth to impress the guys.
Mhm.
The girl claims she was raped.
Right.
He claims he put on the condom and then couldn't go through with it.
Mhm. So let me finish reading this. She said the Bree soon became aggressive, and she told him no. As he moved his face toward her crotch, she said he eventually penetrated her, and she felt frozen, incapable of moving or reacting.
Mhm.
So I don't know. The story sounds kind of wishy-washy. I don't know who to believe. You know, what's your take on it, Papa?
I tell you, it just seemed like they finally got caught. You know, these jokers been hooking and crooking for years, dating back to a lot of years, and then you have different people that are real prominent people that went to the same school.
Right.
Now, I know this ritual was going on for years.
Yeah.
And then she says something like, it sounded like the way she said that he started getting a little crazy or something. What you said earlier? He started...
Mhm. He became aggressive.
Aggressive, right. Well,
Right.
It sounds like she would have been cool if he just started being all macho with it. She said, oh, no, game over.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, she's like, this turned into a circus.
Mhm.
But, I'm just speculating, but...
Because she sounded like she was gamed in the beginning.
Right,
But
and
all
then
of a
he
sudden
started getting crazy.
Right, he got too
Well, because
aggressive.
being the fact it was a quest, it wasn't no thing to him.
Right.
He was just slinging, but he don't realize it's 2015. Slinging ain't like it used to be. You ain't slinging no more. Please.
Mhm.
Slinging has been roped off like you know how you get rid of a cow's testicle? You put like a rubber band around it and let it rot off.
Oh my God.
Singing.
Is that what they do?
That's what I heard,
Oh wow.
Anyway, slinging, dick slinging, for lack of a better word. Give me a disclaimer on it, please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that disclaimer
The following
real quick.
program contains coarse language and nudity. Viewer discretion is advised.
Dick slinging ain't what it used to be. You know what I mean? And I'm only saying what I heard. I never was a dick slinger. Don't get me wrong. I'm a good guy.
But what you had heard was
What had happened?
People would do that stuff in the midst of, but this is when other people were game. But if someone's not game for what you're game for, you need to back off, because if you're going to be eccentric, you have to find the eccentric. You can't be eccentric and go after the straight lace. That's not, that may seem challenging, but when it comes to fucking, it's not, it's not apropos. You know what I mean?
So you got to go for the birds of a feather.
You got to go for who's in your flavor, I know people think that they want to turn somebody out, but you got to have somebody that's willing to do the things that you're willing to want to have done. If they're not with that, then that's just not it. They may not have ventured in that particular situation, or they're not familiar with that, or, So they just...
You may be barking up the wrong tree.
Exactly. So you got to be cool. If you're a freaknik, you got to wait to find you a freaknik.
So you think that this girl wasn't his flavor, so to speak?
No, I don't think that right. I don't think that he was her flavor.
Mhm.
Because you can't count on. She was what, 15? He was 19.
She was 15 at the time. He was
Right.
18.
18. But that's the balance act, because girls are at 15 mature as a boy at 18.
Right.
They stay on the same level. But he was too eccentric and crazy. He projected that image in a courtroom like he was a prep boy.
Right.
But please, we all know he wasn't nothing but a little, And where'd he learn all this here stuff at 18 years old anyway? Who the hell been teaching him? We need to talk to his father or somebody, his uncle.
That's a good question.
Somebody been coaching his little ass. At 18 years old, he's really prime. 18, I was still learning. I wasn't on no quest.
Mm-hmm.
And then they send him to these schools to be preppy and proper.
Right.
And everybody up there just,
having a free-for-all.
Exactly. But then they'll go down in the hood and talk about the neighborhood. Oh, the projects. Oh, the projects. Oh, my God. Well, hell, what is that, a sophisticated projects?
It must be.
Well, there it is.
John
Anyway.
Kerry is a graduate of this school.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
God bless him.
One of many of the blue bloods.
Yeah, I saw them show some dignitaries and congressmen and everybody that went through this school. But what is it about these prep schools? That never really rolled through my neighborhood. I wasn't really familiar with that. Prep schools, ice skating, and bowling. I never really got the real
It's just
on
a
that.
prestigious thing, that's all.
Yeah, what does it do? What does it prep you for? I was
Nothing.
prepped in life.
Just right here. What they talking about right here?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the stalk girls. Okay.
But the last thing they say, traces of sperm were found on the girl's underwear, but could not be conclusively linked to the three.
Right.
So where'd it come from then?
It was phantom sperm.
That's another chapter in the book. I guess
must be.
I guess Sister Girl, she been rocking and rolling.
It was bull semen.
It always comes back to that. Here we go again.
Semen from the bull.
We not messing with that, Papa. Not tonight. Well, on another note, what you got over there, Papa?
On another note, let's talk about
Bryce Williams.
Bryce Williams. Bryce Williams was a gentleman that allegedly, or I guess apparently and truthfully, shot two journalists on live TV. Early in the morning, they were doing a segment with a young lady about a different topic. I had to read on to find out what she was actually doing, but what her particular story was. I think she was with the Chamber of Commerce. They were interviewing her.
Yeah, I believe that's true.
And the gentleman just kind of pulled up and just started shooting. Apparently, he knew what he wanted to do, who his victims was, and it was just a real ironic thing that caught the world by storm. It just was out of nowhere. It was just something brewing in his head and his mind, and apparently they had no idea, and they were caught by surprise in a very, very tragic situation that was horrendous, and they talked about it most of the day. But the thing that kind of got me was where they every time I saw the story, and I looked at it on a few networks that particular day, and everybody kept saying, we're not going to show you the video because it's too graphic or something to that effect. And I was understanding the fact. But then I thought about the gentleman in South Carolina that was running from the police, saw the guy out of the car and ran. And the gentleman got shot in the back like 5 times. And his video was shown over and over again. So
So it was a white cop shooting a black guy?
White cop shooting a black guy, I guess that's entertaining for the world. But now that a black guy shot 2 white people, we're not going to show it because it's too graphic. But what's graphic about his life and their life? And now when we say Black Lives Matter, that's when it comes into play. You know, that's what kind of ruffles my feathers a little bit. The fairness should be across the board on what we consider. I don't need to see anybody getting shot, to be honest with you. Okay, that's not I really need this. I don't need to see. Just tell me they got shot and I'll believe you. But you don't show this side of town, oh, he got shot. And you know, and they showed the gentleman that was walking in that town where the cop ran over him with the car. Where the guy that the cop speed up behind him and knocked him in the air and killed him. That was all on TV.
They showed the chokehold for Eric Garner.
Eric Gardner, he's on the ground and showed him saying, I can't breathe. So I don't get it. Now, I don't want to get off the story because that was a very tragic situation. But I'm talking to the media at this point. You know, at this point, who are you protecting? And who are you just letting their ass hang out? Everybody loves their dearly departed and their family members, and you got to stop picking and choosing who you're going to just exploit and who you're going to keep on the low. We just showed you in that prep story that, hell, everybody could do some shit. Race ain't got nothing to do with doing some crap. So I'm talking to the media. I have much sympathy and love for the family of the dearly departed. I'm speaking to the media at this point. You're open to, you know, just like we spoke on Robin Williams, who died of apparent, suicide, allegedly?
Yes. Allegedly.
Robin Williams could have been drugging his whole life. But being he was Robin Williams, they went easy on him. But they didn't go easy on Whitney Houston. Or her daughter.
Yeah, that's true.
Or anybody, they raked them across the coals. I mean, wow, they went as far as with Whitney's show. Here's a video when she was on the Oprah Winfrey show, and she gets on there. Yeah, well, I don't do crack. I do the powder, you know. But anybody, Robin Williams could have been shooting up mainlining, right in the middle of the arm. You know, we don't know that, but they did. Oh, he died of suicide. Yada yada yada. End of story. Okay, so let's on the Black Lives Matter thing. But like I said, that was a tragic situation with the that whole situation that day. Apparently the gentleman was on some type of a quest, and it just messed up a lot of people's lives, a lot of families, a lot of situations. And I just hope that everybody gets a lesson on all 4 sides on this particular story, whether it be the innocent bystanders or people that's victim of people with mental situations, bullies of the world. If you're on a job and you're a bully, always kicking somebody around and act like, be cool, relax. It's just a job. Relax. People go to work thinking they got some kind of position, some type of authority. Just get your paycheck and go home. But anyway.
I think this gentleman, he had a vendetta after these two employees. It was unfortunate, but I think it was something that really escalated before he got there. They mentioned some other incidents happened in 2008 that he was involved with.
Other employers?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Some places where he used to work at. But what were the guy and the girl's names again?
Let's see, her name.
She was only 24, and the gentleman, his name was Ward. He was 27.
His name was Adam.
Adam Ward.
I can't remember her name right now.
And he was 27, and she was only 24. Matter of fact, that was her last day. She was going to leave that day and go to another affiliate.
Was it her that was leaving?
She was leaving, yes.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was the girlfriend of Adam that was leaving, that was in the control room. I'm not sure.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But the other thing, though, while we're checking to get that name, the other thing that I didn't understand, well, let me not say that. The other thing that I thought was interesting was that the word they kept using about the letter that Flanagan, also known as Bryce Williams, that he wrote, this 23-page letter, he faxed it to ABC News the day of or the morning of the entire incident. A lot of the networks got a hold of the word manifesto, and they all started jumping on it, and they were talking about this 23-page manifesto. And then I heard one of the other reporters, I believe it was on CNN, clarify and explain that a manifesto has to do with a person or a group of people who have a grievance against a government. Not somebody who has like an individual situation or something, but like, if you are and got your own little private army or your own war going on against another country or against the government, basically. And he was explaining that that's what a manifesto is. He was saying what this is it was a 23-page letter. Wow.
It was long and drawn out. It might have been ranting and raving, whatever, but it is not a manifesto. But even still today, I heard people talking about this 23-page manifesto. So what I'm getting at is that it's funny to me how reporters will grab onto something and just continue to regurgitate it without even really understanding what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. It's like, that's what they're calling it. Okay, that's what we'll call it.
Right.
And I'm saying again, as Poppa DD was saying, like to all the media, you need to check your sources, check your information, understand what you're talking about. Don't just be a parrot and repeat everything you hear.
I know, that's right.
Because this network and that network said manifesto,
right.
They all jumped on it.
Right. And a lot of times, like you just said, you don't hear the definition of what they're talking about.
Right.
Unless you, quote unquote, Google it.
Exactly.
Because you can Google just about anything now. But, the names were Allison Parker, 24, and Adam Ward, 27.
Okay.
But,
that was a sad situation.
Yeah.
It really was.
It truly was.
Well, there's been some conversation, too, about workplace, people being disgruntled in the workplace, and people even referring to when people used to use the term going postal.
Yeah.
And they were basically saying that, this guy, Flanagan, Bryce Williams, Flanagan was his birth name. His journalist name was Bryce Williams, but that he had been fired on other, I think one or two other jobs, and it wasn't like a real easy firing, that he had to be escorted out and, with security or police or whatever. And so, he was saying that he felt like he was being targeted because he was a gay black man and because he, had some claims where he went to EEOC on one job. The cameraman, Adam, he said that he only worked with Adam one time, and Adam went to Human Resources on him. Now, I don't know what the complaint was, but apparently when he went out to cover a story, Adam was running the camera. Whatever happened, Adam went back
and went to HR.
But see, this is the first time that I heard that he was gay.
That came out in part of that 23-page letter.
Okay, so it could have been speculation that, who knows, he might have made a pass at the man.
I don't know. Could have been.
Yeah. So something must have went down with that.
Well, part of what he said in his letter, he said that he felt like he was just a powder keg waiting to go boom.
Mm-hmm.
And he made comments to the church murders in, what was that, in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
He made reference to that, and he was saying that part of that is what kind of, I guess,
triggered
the trigger, or lit his trigger, or whatever the case. So,
right.
You know, he had a lot on his mind.
Yeah, he did. He needed to go lay on somebody's couch and go chill and talk.
I think he did. He really needed somebody to talk to.
Yeah, and who knows? It may come out later on. He might have been seeing a psychiatrist. You know, a lot of times in this mental health stuff, you don't know until a court order. You have to tell somebody, or they have to tell the authorities.
Well, has anybody heard from any of his relatives or friends?
There was one neighbor that was talking 2 days ago, and he was surprised. He said he had never seen him act in any irrational way or anything. He said he was quiet, hold his head down a lot, and he was just a quiet neighbor. So.
And see, that's what I was saying earlier, before we got on the air. I was saying that there are people who were making comments. Some of the politicians were making comments saying, well, clearly the man had some mental issues, and people around him should have seen it. Right. They should have, headed this off at the pass, so to speak. And my comment to that is that sometimes when people have issues like that, you don't see it.
No, you don't.
You can be around them every day, and you don't see anything odd or out of the way, because people can be really good at hiding their issues.
Right.
You can have people that are functional alcoholics, functional drug addicts, functional anger, whatever you call people that have anger issues. They can have all of that going on, and they can hide it so well that you would never know until something causes them to snap.
Right.
And then everybody's surprised, and they wonder, where did that come from?
But you said the key thing, when people snap, you have so much on your mind that it's like the straw that breaks the camel's back. So just don't know. But, sad situation.
Yeah. Well, he passed away, as we've been told, from a self-inflicted gunshot wound when he was running from the police, he being the journalist who did the shooting, Bryce. They caught him somewhere down off of 66, trying to, I guess he was heading back toward D.C. He was in a rental car that he had already set up in advance at an airport.
Hope not.
No. He died actually at the hospital. I think they airlifted him, if I recall. They airlifted him to the hospital after they found him in the car. Right. The police found him, and he didn't make it.
Well, you're a better person than me, because with all these
that's how that happened.
Untimely demises of black men, I don't know how he died. And the only people who know how he died is him and those cops. So there's no definitive way. Yeah, they told us a lot of things. And I'm listening to things going on to keep, when you're saying all you could say to lay somebody else to perfect rest, when that happened, that's a very tragic thing. But now let's just focus on that tragic situation. But now if you're going to keep building this gentleman up to the point, and people are lying and all kind of other stuff, at this point now, what areas now are we supposed to take in? We're trying to understand this untimely death of these two people. And now all the talking heads are saying, this and that. Well, dead men can't talk.
Right.
And maybe dead men saved the taxpayers a lot of money. Because the guy that killed the people in South Carolina, they sure arrested him without incident. Okay, and there you go on another situation of could he have seen a trial? I mean, he's a black man, so it's always shoot to kill. I mean, I would want to hear his story on why he did it, or why. I'm sure he was willing to talk once he got caught and tell why he did it and where his state of mind was, but the people that are after him, when they go search for someone, even if it's people like the guys that broke out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
Both those one of them got killed, but the other one lived. But it's just, it's a shoot to kill attitude based on. And I'm only saying this based on recent history. I'm not making nothing up here, So.
Well, if you guys got any questions or comments of what we're talking about, hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Got to press 1 to get in the queue. So we want to hear what you guys are talking about so we can have our shot at tequila tonight. We doing that tonight?
Okay. Tomorrow's party day.
I know that's
but
right.
Tonight is tequila night.
But you got one more hot topic, Papa.
Yeah, another untimely death. We have Darryl Dawkins, Dr. Dunk. He spent the bulk of his career with the Philadelphia 76ers and the New Jersey Nets. He died at the age of 58 years old, according to his family. They released a statement. It was a great sadness that we share the passing of our beloved husband, Father Darryl Dawkins, who succumbed today of a heart attack. Darryl touched the heart and spirits of so many people with his big smile and his personality. His furious dunks. I mean, he was the one that originally broke the backboard and the glass on the backboard. He was just an unbelievable guy. I mean, he was just off the chain. And his family, his wife, Janice, he has a child named Dara, Tabitha, and Nicole, and Alex, along with countless friends and families and fans are all mourning his loss. And he had all kind of names, Chocolate Thunder. I mean, he was just a very interesting guy, way ahead of his time. He was back in the day like a Shaquille O'Neal type. He was just a big dude.
Mm-hmm. And what team did he play for?
Mostly the Nets and the 76ers.
Oh, okay.
He had a 14-year career in the NBA, and he was just known as crashing those backboards. And
he was only 58?
Yeah.
Wow.
Very well-known guy.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew
Did
Darryl.
He play for another team?
He went to other stuff. I think he also played with the Utah Jazz, Detroit Pistons, and other than that, he was mostly a Philadelphia, Jersey guy. And he did a lot of work with the NBA throughout his career, so very sad thing.
Yeah, truly be missed.
Darryl Dawkins, dead at the age of 58 years old.
Wow. Mm-hmm. All right. You guys got any questions or comments, or call us? 914-803-4306.
And press 1.
Got to press 1. At least call in and say happy birthday to Redwine or something.
Yeah.
All right. Don't be scared. Take a little CC break. Be right back.
This is Redwine, and you're listening to WPJP Blog Talk Radio Pajama Party. Check out my commentary. I like to call it I'm Just Saying, because sometimes I am just saying. It's just my opinion. It's what I think. Hey, you don't have to agree, but if you disagree, call us up. 914-803-4306. Hey, don't forget, they can catch us on Twitter also at apajamaparty.com, too. What's the number, Papa?
914-803-4306. I don't know how I got in the studio. Redwine came in here by himself, and me and Ketel just happened to come here and catch her stealing airtime. As usual.
I was trying to do my own promo, and y'all just happened to show up again.
Well, can y'all tell me what time?
Oh, 9 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 7 o'clock Central Time. No, that's wrong.
And 6 o'clock Western Time. West Coast Time.
Right,
Okay.
right. Either way,
So if you're in California, call us at 6 p.m., 7 o'clock if you're hanging out in Colorado somewhere.
7 o'clock, that's Central Time. See, now we got it all twisted up.
7 o'clock if you're in...
Okay, it's 9 o'clock Eastern. Y'all do the math. Figure out where you are. Check your watch. 9 o'clock Eastern.
Right, okay.
Check us out.
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, 9:15 CP time, right?
Yep, that's right.
CP time, 9:15.
There you go.
All right.
All right, bartender.
Is that it?
Hey.
Bartender.
Hey, is that Mr. Lowe? Hey, come on, Mr. Lowe, the bartender.
I was trying to jiggle my ice in my glass, but it melted.
Oh, it's okay.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of the hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
Redwine.
Happy birthday.
Woo! Whose birthday?
It's Redwine's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Redwine.
Okay. All right.
Whee!
It ain't 12 o'clock yet.
Oh, my bad.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I can't tell time.
Uh-huh. Ask Papa. He might be able to help you.
But you got a Walmart or something?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What we doing? Hit it and quit it?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
See what I'm saying? Walmart is going to stop selling AR-15s and other assault rifles. Interesting. How they gonna make money? Because they were making bank with this.
I'm sure they'll find a way to make up the difference.
Just like with the CVS with the no cigarettes, right? Walmart is taking assault rifles off its U.S. shelves. In a move, it says, is motivated by diminished consumer demand rather than politics. I bet. The world's largest retailer will stop stocking AR-15s and other modern sporting rifles. The company will replace the rifles with shotguns and other hunting weapons. The move comes in the midst of a national gun debate fueled by high-profile shootings involving the weapon. It says the National Shooting Sports Foundation says modern sporting rifles are among the most popular firearms being sold in America. As the largest seller of guns and ammunition in the U.S., Walmart is the mainstay in America's national gun debate. It says, but over the last 15 years, it has outlawed the sales of handguns and high-capacity magazines and scaled back sales in certain parts of the country. So they're saying in July, Walmart won a federal appeals court decision that ruled that the retailer could block a shareholder vote calling on Walmart executives to review the company's decision to sell assault rifles and other products and could potentially harm its reputation. Wow. So they really trying to block this, huh?
So I wonder when people were able to buy these, that's an assault weapon, right? Okay, so I wonder when people could buy them. Did Walmart just sell you one? Like you could just walk back there and say, yeah, I need to get a extension cord and an assault weapon and some ammunition and a loaf of bread. Do you have to, like, get on a waiting list? Do you have to get a license? I mean, some kind of permit? How does that work when you buy a gun from a store like Walmart?
That's interesting that you asked that because you're right. Company need to get a loaf of bread and I want a gun.
Yeah.
That's a good question. I'm not sure. It's something we have to check on.
Well, if anybody knows, give us a call, 914-803-4306. Press 1. If you know, let us know. I've never bought a gun, so I don't know. But if somebody knows, not that you bought one, but maybe if you knew somebody that bought a gun at Walmart, did you have to get a permit for it? Or is that something that you can really just, shop around like you buy a pair of shoes and pick out a gun and scan it at the register and take it on home? How does that work?
I think the way that it's being marketed, it's saying that it's in the sporting goods section.
So, like when you buy a basketball, you can buy a gun.
Hey.
I'm just asking because I don't know.
I got you. I understand.
What do you think, Poppa DD? Is that the kind of thing that you have to have a license or something for, or what?
Yeah, of course. Of course, especially an assault rifle. But it only takes a couple of days to go through,
So you have to buy your license and get your permit and all that first, and then you go in and show it, and then they let you buy the gun.
No, you can always buy a gun for home protection. That's a whole other story. If you
but
want,
an
if you
assault
want
weapon?
But this sounds like it's for sporting, for sporting.
Most people get assault weapons or rifles because they're lousy shots. If you're a good shot and go to the pistol range and go to the range all the time, then you can shoot a pistol. But
if you shoot an animal with one of those, you're gonna shoot it, knock the feathers off, and cook it all at the same time.
Animal meaning criminal or animal?
No, I meant an actual animal, like in food. I mean, like a chicken, for example. Well, I guess they don't shoot chickens.
Chicken.
A deer. Okay, let's say a deer.
Ooh-wee.
you shoot a deer with one of those things, I would think you would practically, like, really, really kill it.
Yeah, I think so.
Why would you shoot a deer anyway?
How do people kill deer? Don't they shoot deers? I mean, hunters?
I'm
They
not
don't
in that
always
one.
use bow and arrows, do they?
I'm not in that
Not
one.
assault
I
rifle.
just report the news.
Well, that's what I'm asking. Like, I don't know what they use. I'm not a hunter.
Oh, boy.
I'm a lover, not a hunter.
I bet.
Don't fly.
Uh-huh. A hunter could go a different way, but anyway.
Okay, see? See what I'm saying? Okay.
I'm not messing with you, baby. What you got over there?
Well, I got a story of out of Little Rock, Arkansas. Down in Little Rock, the ex-Arkansas treasurer has been sentenced to 2.5 years in prison.
What she do now?
She messed up. That's what she did. She's the former Arkansas treasurer. Her name is Martha Schaffner. She's been sentenced to, as I said, 2.5 years in prison following her conviction last Friday for federal bribery and extortion charges.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the treasurer in charge of the money and messing up the money.
Right.
She's also a Democrat, so that's not good for the Democrats.
No.
But she was accused of steering state investments to a broker who gave her $36,000 in cash.
Wow.
Now, check this out. Some of that cash was delivered in a pie box.
Say what now?
She had this broker to deliver some of this $36,000 in cash in a pie box.
And how many slices did she get out that pie?
I guess they took the whole pie out to make room for the cash. I don't know.
Or was that 36 divided by 6 pieces?
I don't know. But they put it in a pie box.
Wow.
And I don't know how she got caught, but she got caught.
Mm-hmm. I guess somebody wanted some pie.
It could be. Somebody said, "Ooh, pie," and opened that box and went, "That's not pie." So the judge has ordered her to report to the federal prison in Fort Worth, Texas on November the 2nd, or by November the 2nd.
Yeah.
So when he was giving her the sentence and everything, she was sitting there crying and whatnot, and then she apologized to the people of Arkansas and to her late parents, saying that she was feeling bad because she had tarnished the family name.
Oh, boy.
I'm like, really? That's what you were concerned about?
Mm-hmm.
Should have thought of that when you were getting cash out of a pie box.
Yeah. They didn't say what she bought?
Well, let's see. It says she's supposed to get her sentence of 12 to 18 months, with a half of it will be in-home detention because of her age. So I'm trying to see how old is she.
I think she's 78.
Oh,
12 to 18 months. That's it?
Well, they said a sentence of 12 to 18 months. Is that 2.5 years? No, that's not 2.5 years.
No,
12 months is a year.
Mm-hmm. It's a year and a half.
Well, they said with half of it being in-home detention because of her age, and then they said because of her faith and her remorse and the punishment that the prosecution of the prosecution that she's already endured, that should be considered.
Are you serious?
I'm like, what has she already endured? The shame and embarrassment?
I'm back with Papa.
That she dragged her
don't
family
blame me.
name through the mud?
Whenever y'all finally see how crazy this world is,
yes.
now it's with Papa. Well, I tell you, I listen with the.
We won't tell what.
I listen with the third ear and look with the third eye.
Ooh,
I'm telling you,
man, I'm
it's
trying
crazy.
to tell you. I see.
I have seen nobody of color have those different speculations put on their
Not at all.
sentence. Oh, you've been through so much,
But
so
she's
far.
old.
Yeah, but
And she's a woman of faith, and she's been through so much
That's the
already.
first time I heard of
Oh,
that.
my
Come on, really?
God.
What?
Give me a break.
Yeah, that was a
I'm sure everybody has faith in something, even if they have faith in no faith. They got faith in something.
Wow.
So how is that even a part?
The lady was a damn crook. It don't matter what the hell.
Yeah,
she
she
was
got
stealing
caught
money.
with her hand in the pie box.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the
Proverbial
cookie jar.
pie box. And, I don't get
And she
it.
finally got caught.
Yeah, she got caught.
She wouldn't have stopped if she didn't get caught. So her ass got caught, and now, she's a good Christian. She's old. Well, what the hell am I when you give me 15 years? What am I, a damn sinner and fucking young?
Well, she was
What's the
arrested
opposite
back
of
in
that?
May of 2013. That's how long this has been going on.
Mm-hmm.
And just had the hearing this week. The FBI raided her home where the agents found $6,000 in cash that was delivered in the pie box by the broker who's cooperating with the authorities, and then she resigned days later after that.
Wow.
But she's still sitting there, well, at the time when they raided her home, $6,000 in the pie box.
Special.
Like she didn't know what she was doing.
Yeah, all of a sudden now she was confused.
That woman knew. She knew
she's
exactly what
old.
she was doing.
Yeah.
She was old and confused.
I mean, they ain't old. 90 years old.
But what I don't get is even with the sentence, they're saying that she's going to get to spend half of it with in-home detention. I'm like, shoot, punish me to stay home.
Well, apparently the people she knew.
What kind of crack-a-lack is that?
You just summed it up. Some crack-a-lack of bull.
The people that she knew on that whole litigation circuit, you know, she knew them, and they went easy on her.
That's what it was.
They played every little technicality to, well, we'll tell you what, we'll give you a year and a half minute. Now she's going to a federal penitentiary, not a state penitentiary, which is a hell of a difference, you know. And, I mean, federal penitentiaries, they have contracts. People come in here and mop the floor and empty the trash. And
well, she probably won't be doing any of that.
If you guys got any questions or comments on what we're talking about, please hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306. And press 1. Gotta press 1. What you got over there?
Put your money in the pie box.
I know that's right. What you got over there, Papa?
Let's see here. Let's talk about Donald Trump.
Oh, God.
That's my main man.
Do we have to?
Yeah.
Donald Trump is my main man, I'm telling you, because he don't bother nobody.
Yeah.
He don't bother nobody. I'm telling you, if you look at Donald Trump, people only come after Trump. Trump only goes after people after they came after him.
Okay. Come on with it then, Papa.
All right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. He was. They claim this was a feud, but I think this was very one-sided in Donald Trump's favor. There was this guy named what's his name? Jorge Ramos. Jorge Ramos. This guy gets up in he was doing a news conference in Iowa. And this guy Ramos stood up and just started talking to Trump, and Trump was already talking to somebody else in this conference. And this guy wouldn't take no for an answer, talking. And Trump was saying, sit down. Nobody called on you. Sit down. He went on and on. So they ended up kicking him out of the conference. And then Trump said, well, I'll let him back in. Maybe he's cooled out. Then he comes back in another ramp. After he comes back in, I mean, this man was totally out of line. You call people to talk. This guy just wanted to say what he had to say in front of everybody and not wait his turn. And Trump jumped in his ass. So tell me, what is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? And let's go back to the debate. Let's go back to the. Hold on. I ain't done with y'all. Let's go back to the debate when he was with that girl Megyn Kelly.
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, Trump's my main man. All right. First of all, she asked him a question. Well, you've been known of calling women dogs and all. Now, what kind of damn debate question is that? And he made a joke, try to soften it up, and say, well, that was only with Rosie O'Donnell. And then she comes back, no, it wasn't. It was more than that. Wait a minute. When he said Rosie O'Donnell, he was saying a joke in order to kill that particular area of, that little prelude to the question you're going to give him and wanted to move on. But no, this lady here, what's her name? Megyn Kelly? She comes back and says, no, Rosie O'Donnell's not the only one. I'll say, wait a minute, are you talking personal to him now, or are we bound to the debate? But if you look at the body language, there was a governor from Wisconsin that's running. Redwine, when you get the opportunity, pull up that governor that was running. He's running for president also. He's from Wisconsin with the dark hair.
Rubio?
No, not him. It's this other guy with the dark hair.
Oh, okay.
Megyn was sweet on his ass, okay?
Ooh,
she was licking his Johnson all night.
Oh,
okay, we're done with you, Trump. Oh, back to you, Governor. Ba. Okay? So how you going to be vicious with one guy, then you turn to the next guy and you all on his jock?
Well, maybe Donald was jealous.
I ain't going to talk about it. Anyway, no, but getting back to all seriousness, she hit him with questions that had to do with women, and then what's up with that? We got stuff. We got ISIS stuff going on. We got, foreign policy you can talk about.
Woman. I guess she wanted to know. Maybe
she ain't no woman. She's a rich-ass anchor for Fox. They ain't got a care in the damn world.
Is that what it is?
She was dressed like a little prom queen that night.
Scott Walker, maybe she would have treated him differently. Scott Walker is the guy you're talking about.
Scott Walker, Scott Walker tapping that ass. That's why.
So what happened with Ramos?
Nice
so what happened with Ramos? Ramos just got put out. He didn't.
He got put out, then he came back in, and Trump told him you was talking out of line. He looked a little drunk to me, that guy Ramos.
He was not drunk.
He was drunk.
No, he didn't.
But in every situation, if you check out what Trump did, Trump is always in the right. When people always jump in his ass, and all he does is retaliate.
Delusional?
See, here we go.
Oh, my goodness.
All right, Redwine, tell me one time when Trump just kind of jumped in somebody's ass.
How about every time he opens his face?
See, there you go. That's one-sided. That's
God.
one-sided. Everybody jumps in his stuff. When they had a feud with Rosie O'Donnell, she started that. Talking about his hair and everything.
Childish stuff.
Yeah, but
I'm talking about serious things.
How can Rosie talk about anybody?
I'm not
Are you
talking
kidding
about
me?
Rosie O'Donnell.
So you guys think Ramos was out of line?
He was completely out of line.
I think he was out of line for speaking before he was
called to talk.
Recognized to speak.
And Trump said, "What the fuck is going on? This is my show."
However.
Oh, here we go.
When he was being escorted from the room, Donald Trump did not have to throw in that last remark saying, "Go back to Univision." That was unnecessary.
That's who he works for.
That's not the point. That's like telling a black man, "Go back to Africa."
No.
I take it the same way.
But then
Univision is his employer.
But then,
but he didn't say it like
is
that.
A continent.
No,
so how do you compare those two?
No, he could have said, "Why don't you go back to the office?" He specifically said, "Go back to Univision." After making negative remarks about Hispanic people and then telling this man, "I'm not answering your question," he had a conversation with Ramos prior to that press conference. And Ramos tried to get the same question answered, and Trump told him, "I'm not entertaining that question.
But let me ask you a
I'm
question,
not answering that." So Ramos tried to get it again at the press conference, and Trump still danced around the top.
Was Ramos ever called on legitimately to talk?
Yes, he was. The second time when he came back in. When Trump let him come back in.
Yeah, but just because you was let back in, don't mean it's your turn.
He called on him the second time. You must not have watched the conference.
I watched
He called on him the second time when he came back.
Everybody who was
the first time, Ramos was out of order. He was speaking before he had the floor. Okay. That was wrong on Ramos's part.
Well, let me ask this: why do you think that he let him back in there?
Because he was being a nice guy.
Because he knew he was going to be splattered all over the media if he didn't let him back in that press conference.
What do you care about that?
Yeah, okay.
He's already splattered over the media.
Okay.
He let him in because he's being a nice guy. So let the guy back. He got a heart.
I think it's 50-50.
He got a heart.
I think Ramos, he
was completely out of line.
One, he was out of line. He was out of turn.
Out of line.
And then two, he kind of took it personally. 50-50, I think.
No. Trump's a nice guy.
No, I'm talking about he took it personally as far as what he was asking him, and he kept badgering Donald Trump to answer his question.
Yeah, a question that had to do with stuff that was like months old. See, you have to understand this here. I'll make this brief. You know, the media business is just like the shoe sale business, okay? Or car sales business. Mm-hmm. You have to have a quota. You have to have clout. You got to be the it person. And when you go to conferences, they expect you to bring back a story. Ramos probably been to 4 or 5 places where he ain't brought back no damn good stories. Maybe. They're probably ready to can his ass. Mm-hmm. Okay?
It's all speculation.
Oh.
You have no basis to make a statement like that.
All right. Ramos didn't bring back no stories lately.
You don't know that.
And they're about to fire his ass.
No. So you don't know that.
He's about to be fired, Ramos. And,
God. See, now you're just creating stuff.
All right. Well, that's you so anti-Trump that, you know.
What you got over there, Redwine? Ooh, we're gonna cool it down a little bit.
Anyway, give us a call and join in on this 914-803-4306. If you're a Donald Trump fan, give me a call because that's my main man. That's my main man. I'm telling you. People can't handle him.
You don't drink.
Look at the other people that
I'm scared of Donald Trump.
Look at the guys that shut down the government. Who shut down the government?
Donald, if you're listening, call us right now, 914.
Who shut down the government?
803-4306.
Your boy Cruz.
Blow your hair back and
Rubio. All these guys got together 2 years. What was that? A year ago? 2.5 years ago? Whose government shut down? They all shut down the government. But why are they so quiet now that Trump is in there?
Because Trump sucks the air out of the room, and nobody else has an opportunity.
And he's a leader. He's not a follower.
He does.
But these guys shut down the government thinking they were
sucker.
Okay.
What you got on lighter note, Redwine?
Oh my goodness.
going to be a bumpy night.
I tell you the truth. I got one for you. All right. Target. Target in Chicago. Check this one out. A new Target store over by Navy Pier is where they're trying to open it. Up in Chicago, they're trying to be the first Target to sell packaged alcohol and serve cocktails in the Target.
What?
What do you think of that crap?
Sounds good.
Those folk are going to shop till they drop for real.
I might have to go to all the way to Chicago to go to the Target.
Go to Target.
Get my drink on, huh?
They have applied for the license that they need, and the store is under construction. If you're in Chicago, they're going to build it at 401 East Illinois Avenue in Streeterville, according to the city records. They're saying that they want to be able to have the packaged liquor and alcohol, so you'd be able to buy bottles and stuff and take it with you, just like any other product. And they want to have a bar and a bartender that you can buy cocktails and other mixed drinks and stuff right there in Target.
And you like that?
I just think it's interesting. I'm not saying whether it's good or not. I don't know if that's the best move for Target.
Well, you know,
but time will tell.
If we look at the history of Target and places like that, Wanamaker, Strawberries and Clover, places like that, all these big department stores, I'm speaking on the Philly level, Gimbel's, all these stores came along like in the early 1930s when racism was at a height where blacks couldn't do anything. So some of these other families that had money started these little general stores that blossomed into, with low-wage people, blossomed into department stores, and then they just conglomerated into bigger situations, and all that started through the heavy heights of racism years ago. And these little general stores that these people had, based on low-income people of color, was working for them at, or no wages at all. And they came into multi-million-dollar businesses. Now they're called Target and Walmart and all these other places. And I'm not just talking. This stuff is real. We have to see how segregation in the world, segregated people, where some people are making a ton of money and some people are making anything. So whenever I hear these big names of different places, Macy's and you know, you got to think back. And I mean, I listened with the third ear, and you know, now they want to throw liquor in the mix. I thought it was a family store.
Well, that's why I said I'm not saying it's a good thing or a bad thing.
So where am I supposed to get my toothpaste now?
They'll have all that. You can get your toothpaste and your drink.
They want to be a one-stop shop. I guess they're getting tired of Walmart being the big
trying to keep up and catch up with
Well,
your boy.
Here's what they're trying to keep up with. There's a nearby Whole Foods market that has a wine bar that also serves beer and liquor in their store at Whole Foods that's near them.
Yeah, but they're not worried about location. They're worried about overall the scheme of things.
I'm just trying to tell you, this is who they're trying to compete with. They're trying to keep up with that Whole Foods that's getting the beer and the wine and liquor sales from stores that have grocery items as well as liquor items. So, and plus their Target, they're not trying to be a super Target. This is a smaller Target. They're downscaling the square footage of the store. So it's supposed to be like a 24,000, even though that still sounds like a lot. It's smaller than most Targets.
They just
24,000 square feet. They'll have a Starbucks in there. They'll have your usual stuff. They'll also have a pharmacy, your grab-and-go sandwiches, salads, you know, the usual beauty care products and all that kind of stuff, clothing, etc.
Right.
So the license that they had to apply for cost $4,400, and they have to renew it every 2 years. So I'm thinking for a store that size, $4,400.
That's a drop in a bucket.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Interesting.
And you think Target's worried about local competition?
Okay.
It's a brand new store.
Redwine, I'm surprised.
They're trying to get their piece of the. I don't know what you mean.
I'm surprised.
They're trying to get their piece of the market. It's not like they were already there and now they're trying to get some.
Okay,
they're building a store that they're trying to basically corner the market.
Right.
They're competing with Costco.
Okay.
They're competing with Costco?
Well, I got another one on a lighter note. Red Sox fan sues team's owner after being injured by a foul ball. A fan,
were they drinking at Target?
I'm not messing with you, red wine. They were drinking red wine. Let me see. A fan struck by a foul ball that went behind home plate last year during a Boston Red Sox game in Fenway Park has sued the team's principal owner. Brookline, Mass. resident Stephanie Tobin says in her lawsuit filed this past Wednesday, against John Henry that she was above home plate in the EMC Club in June 2014 when a ball came through an area usually protected by glass that hit her. So the glass had been removed for renovation.
Ah, that's the problem.
Yep. So she suffered facial fractures and neurological damage.
Hey.
So she is seeking unspecified damages.
So the ball busted her in the face.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm. So she really wasn't watching the game. I'm sorry.
Well, maybe
she must not have been watching the game. She didn't see that ball coming.
I don't know, but if that glass was there, she I don't know. It might have been worse than that.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if the glass hit the
Well, if the glass was there, the ball would have hit the glass.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have hit her.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, when you go to these games, you might want to pay attention to the game.
Right.
I know at those hockey games, people have gotten hit by pucks.
Right.
Even though they have that glass going around it.
Right.
Sometimes it can go right above it.
Mhm. Okay. All right. We're gonna keep it moving. What you got over there, Redwine?
Civil rights activist Amelia Boynton Robinson died this week. Now, this lady was 104 years old.
Wow.
She was one of the people who was part of the Bloody Sunday March that happened in Selma.
Oh, okay.
Back in 1965.
Mhm.
She was the first black woman to run for Congress in Alabama.
Mhm.
And it was her son, Bruce Boynton, who reported that she had passed away this past Wednesday at 104.
Oh.
And she was there. I don't know if people saw the video, but she was on that bridge that when they marched across the bridge in Selma.
Mhm.
She was there originally when that march happened, and she got trampled and everything, but she survived it all. And when they had the anniversary march, when President Obama and the First Lady went,
oh yeah,
she was there again.
Wow.
She was in a wheelchair, and they were pushing her, but she was there to go across that bridge one more time.
All right now.
So we salute her and her memory. The story goes on to talk about other things that she did. She was represented in the film Selma, for those who saw the film. There was an actor who played her. And let's see, she graduated from Tuskegee in 1927. Wow, 1927.
I wouldn't even thought about.
Huh. Yeah. I'm going to leave it alone.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, she was one of the people that was there marching with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Mhm.
So, we've lost her, a valuable civil rights activist. But, for 104 years, she was here.
Mhm. All right.
So, hats off to her. And again, her name is Amelia Boynton Robinson.
Right.
So you guys go look her up, read about her.
Yeah, I think we have one more too. That passed away. The survivor from 9/11.
Macy Borders. He was one of the survivors who was walking through the streets covered in all that gray mass from the 9/11 tragedy. Mass meaning everything that was granulated was on these people. When these buildings fell down and everything turned into sawdust. I mean, you got big buildings that had copy machines and fax machines and chairs and desks, and some of the plastic deposits and everything in the air was so polluted that this person died of cancer, and
right, 'cause I think
it was just
2 years later.
In fact, they were one of the people in one of the photographs
right.
that they had of the people that were walking around like
was.
gray mummies. It was really something.
I remember that
again?
picture.
What's her
Her name
name again?
was
Marcy
Borders.
Borders. Okay.
Borders, yeah.
Guys have to look her up. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was, she was. Associated Press took a photographer named Stan Honda. He took a picture of her between the Twin Towers and all walking with the whole gray mass on her. It was a very famous picture, and the person passed away, died of cancer. And I'm sure the cancer was alluded from her ordeal with that.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay.
our sympathies go out to that particular family of that situation.
For sure. Hit us up tonight, 914-803-4306. All right, we got a party going on also. Before we take a little break, we're going to tell you about our party. It's the end of the summer Pajama Party Bash. This is part 2. Part 1 was pretty good, and part 2 is going to be off the chain.
And do it again.
Yep. So join the Pajama Party Crew, which is us. Saturday, August the 29th, which is Redwine's birthday.
Woo-woo!
7 p.m. to midnight at the other White House.
Don't shut it down.
White Mansion, 1410 Missouri Avenue Northwest. It's in Washington, D.C. You can check out more details at apajamaparty.com. We're going to have an open bar for about an hour, so get there early. Got DJ 2 on the 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. Door prizes, light fare. We're going to have a Pajama Party fashion show.
Ooh.
And you guys are going
Can I compete in the fashion show?
No.
Oh, dang.
Can't
Ain't fair.
Can't cheat.
Oh.
So you can hit us up at 202-350-1570 or 202-350-1670 or 202-656-8776 or apajamaparty.com. Sit back, relax. We're going to be right back. Break.
You're coming back with What's Poppin'? So what's going on with you? You seem kind of stressed out.
Well, I met somebody, but I really need some advice.
Well, don't look at me, girl. Advice is not my thing.
So what can I do?
I know where you can get some advice.
Where?
The Pajama Party Crew.
They give advice?
Yep, on their show Friday nights. It's a segment called Pillow Talk.
Pillow Talk? What's that?
It's where Redwine, Ketel, and Poppa DD give people advice, like about questions or any kind of problems they might be having.
Okay, well, maybe I'll call them up and see what they think. What do you think I should do? I should call them today or next week?
I told you I don't do advice, so call them up and see what they say.
I'm going to call. What's the number?
Okay, write this down, 914-803-4306, and you have to press 1 to talk to them.
Okay, let me see if I got it. 914-803-4306. Okay, got it.
And don't forget to press 1. Write that down, too.
Right. Now, help me figure out what to order for lunch.
Ciao, boo, bye. And we're back. It's Friday night on the Pajama Party Show. I'm one of your hosts, Redwine, Bonsoir. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Poppa DD.
What's going on?
Well, Poppa DD is getting ready to come back with what? With What's Poppin'?
That's what's poppin', yeah.
All right.
Papa wants to sit down and
You ready, Poppa?
Yeah, I'm here.
So what's poppin'?
You want to talk about tonight? Let's talk about some horoscopes. Is anybody into the zodiac thing?
No, what is that?
What's your sign, girl?
Oh,
Is it compatible to mine?
Watch out there.
That's an old song from back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
Never heard of it.
For my time.
There's 12 signs in the zodiac. They go from Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Last but not least, little bitty fishies. Anyway, myself, I'm an Aries. All right? And Aries is listed as the first sign of the zodiac. Our motto is fire, ready, aim. Means we put the bullet out first. And then we aim and, But anyway, when we relate to horoscopes, it talks about, I guess the only way you could deal with a horoscope is to base it on somebody you know. When somebody say, yeah, I'm a such and such, oh, girl, I knew a such and such, oh, he was crazy. Or whatever. Depending on how the people taught you or what reflection or what kind of stuff you had with them. But some horoscopes kind of stand out in their own little areas. Like being an Aries, a lot of people say Aries are crazy or they're difficult or they're off the top. But then you got those Virgos. Woo! Let's talk about the Virgos. How you doing, Redwine? Virgo is land of 1,000 disguises, sneaks up on you, but rarely surprises. As long as you're an Aries, you can peep where Virgo is coming from. But Virgos kind of think sometimes people don't know where they're coming from. You know, they're the ones that the belle of the ball, okay? The bougie, the sophisticated joker. But open up that closet and the bones come rolling out. Okay? We ain't going to go there. Oh, how you doing, Redwine? Anyway, and then you got, I think one of the better signs out there is Leo. Leo is people that are natural. They get along with everybody. I don't know whether they're gullible like that, but as you're saying, Taurus, Taurus is a good head of household. They hold it down. They're strong people. Geminis are straight flaky. One minute they're this, the next minute they're that. That's why they're twins, okay? Cancer is another sign of head of household. Run shit. Cancers can really run some shit. Libra, unpredictable. You don't know what they're thinking. Libras try to hide behind stuff. You know, their birthdays around early October, things like that. You know, they whatever. You know, Scorpios, straight freaks, off the chain. Okay, freak nasty. They'll manipulate your ass sexually and blow your motherfucking mind. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. Anyway, moving on. Oh, no comment.
No comment.
Okay, Sagittarius. This is just my opinion. Sagittarius, another sign like Leos, you know, pretty laid back people, gatherers, you know, people of suitable nature, neatness, and things of this nature, you know. Then you have your water signs, which is your Capricorn. Jesus Christ was a Capricorn. Capricorns are people that are laid back and, you know, let it happen. And then you have your Aquarius, who seem to Redwine's freaking out because we went there on the Virgos. And last but not least, you got your Pisces. They sliver like a snake. Pisces are in and out before you even know they were even there. Vicious.
Watch out, man.
What are vicious?
Hit it and quit it.
You get a Pisces and Aries together, boy, you got to... It's off the chain. It's a mess the next morning. But anyway, that's just my take on the horoscopes. If you know somebody that's any of these particular signs, you know, cast your own judgment. You know, you can use it as a backdrop, use it as a conversation. Don't take it too serious because it's just, you know, it's just a horoscope. It shows when you were born. If you get along with somebody, you get along with them. It's just that simple. But them damn Scorpios, they off the chain.
Interesting.
That's my what's popping for tonight.
This is not a scientific approach.
No, it's personal. Like I said, you can only, horoscopes is only based on the experience you had with that particular person and who they are. I mean, I've met ladies, I used to be married to an Aries. All of a sudden, she labeled my ass already based on the person she was involved with. I said, well, damn, you know. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because horoscopes really have a real true reflection in this world. Some people rely on Nancy Reagan. She lived on it. Remember her and Ronald Reagan?
Yes, she did. Yeah.
All into the horoscopes.
She wouldn't make a move without consulting
what's today?
somebody.
Today's Friday.
She ran the world.
Yeah.
The moon is in the seventh horizon.
For sure. All right, we're going to keep it moving?
Yeah, let's keep it moving.
All right,
we can do that.
We got some crazy, weird news tonight. I got one here. Check this out. Burger King to McDonald's.
Oh, boy.
Let's make a McWhopper.
Really?
Yeah. They want to do this because of International Day of Peace. Burger King is asking McDonald's to join forces to create a McWhopper.
A McWhopper?
McWhopper. Burger King is typing the publicity stunt to a non-profit called Peace One Day, which says it promotes Peace Day. The United Nations created the International Day of Peace in 1981 to coincide with its annual opening sessions in September. It then designated September 21st as the annual day of nonviolence and a ceasefire in 2001. So they want to do this big ad thing in Atlanta, and they said that's the 2 points between the headquarters of McDonald's and Burger King. so they want to do it there.
So when they say peace, are they talking about peace as in two fingers in the air, or do they mean peace as in a piece of whatever this sandwich is they're trying to sell?
I guess, because, McDonald's and Burger King, they're always in a fighting war as far as, their burger, the Whopper, and the Big Mac.
Uh-huh.
So I guess they calling it, quote-unquote, a truce for that one day. So they want to create something called the McWhopper.
I got a name for it.
Uh-oh.
How about the heart attack special?
See what I'm saying?
Or the artery block. How about the artery blocker? Well, here's what I want to know. Now, Burger King says that they flame broil their burgers, right?
Uh-huh.
But McDonald's cooks theirs on a flat griddle like they fry it, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are they going to combine that if they fix their burgers in different ways?
It's a good question.
I guess they're going to do one layer one way and the other layer another way.
Yeah, well, it does say the proposed mashup of the Big Mac and the Whopper would include elements of each, such as a flame-broiled beefy patty and a middle bun. And I guess the bottom half, the top half from what I saw was the Big Mac.
So the sesame seeds are on it.
Yeah.
Or maybe on half of it.
Right. So that's the top half, and then the bottom half look like the Whopper, the big sandwich.
Because the Big Mac doesn't have tomato, right?
No.
But the Whopper does.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'll pass on that.
Okay, I know that's right. What you got over there?
Well, I got one about Siri for all you Apple heads out there. A Tennessee man is alive today. He says thanks to Siri. 18-year-old Sam Ray was using the voice recognition on his phone and ended up saving his life. Turns out he was working on a truck, underneath of the truck, and the jack that he had the truck jacked up with collapsed. And a 5,000-pound truck fell on him. So now this man is trapped under the truck. And somehow, he says while he was trying to get free, he heard Siri activate. And Siri said, I can call 911. That's all he heard.
Wow.
And Siri called 911. Now, that's some freaky stuff.
That's a good
How does
thing.
Siri just decide to say, I can call 911?
Uh-oh.
It's not like he said, Siri, help. He was under the truck struggling, and somehow Siri interpreted his sounds to, I guess, equate to some kind of danger. So Siri said, I can call 911. The dispatcher picked up and could hear him screaming, for help or whatever in the background.
Right.
And they dispatched, some help. And the firefighters came and got the truck up off of him. So he ended up, of course, with some injuries, but, nothing that he won't recover from.
Wow.
And he was trapped under that truck for about 40 minutes.
Wow.
That's a long time to have 5,000 pounds laying on your chest.
He's like he's still alive.
He really is.
Yeah.
Because they were saying sometimes these kind of crush injuries can kill you.
Right.
But turns out Siri saved his life.
Siri came to the rescue.
Yeah. He said he's stuck with that iPhone for the rest of his life now. He will never get rid of an iPhone.
Siri's his new best friend, huh?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I have one. 2 arrests after a meth lab remnants found in Iowa Taco Bell.
Say that again.
2 arrests were made. They found remnants of a meth lab in Iowa and Taco Bell. Yeah, truly celebrating. Ain't Redwine's birthday yet.
He's warming up for midnight.
Is that
sorry,
what it
go
is?
ahead. The meth lab was found in a Taco Bell?
Yep. Authorities say 2 men have been arrested after the remnants of a methane lab were found inside a Taco Bell in eastern Iowa.
See, out in the Midwest.
See,
gotta watch it.
They ain't got nothing else to do. Officers entered the closed restaurant and found meth lab remnants in the utility area. The men, one was 31, Christopher Adam Motis, and 56-year-old Kent Jerome Doobie.
Doobie? Okay.
He done doobie. He done did his doobie.
Okay.
Were arrested and charged with conspiracy to manufacture methane. He faces other charges, including methane possession. It says all of the suspicious items found in the restaurant were not used in the kitchen. The employees has been terminated, and our franchise he is considering pressing criminal charges.
Oh my goodness! You know
I
what
swear
he
I
said,
didn't
right?
do it. I swear.
See, he didn't do it.
Oh boy. Yep. I think that's it on the weird news.
Was that everything?
Now we got one more.
What you got on there, Papa?
This is amazing. Pioneer pot sales have collected more than $200 million in taxes. That's just unbelievable.
In Colorado?
Yeah, there's
Where else?
no tax problem there at all.
Wow.
I mean, if $200 million can't fix your budget problems, then you really got problems.
Right.
But it's just it's such a slap in the face for everywhere else around the world because people are going to jail for little small amounts of marijuana, and Colorado is just
racking up.
They're selling it in the stores, and it's in the candy. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how we're able to live in the same country like that, where somebody got rules of legalization, and other people, can just do what they want to do. I mean, you got people in jail now for 10, 15 years on a marijuana charge. They've been in there away from their family for years. And you got people in Colorado. I saw a special on CNN on one of these channels. These people have grand businesses going on. I mean, the money is rolling in like crazy, and they're selling it. Then you got people on the street. It's almost like the wholesale district in New York, where you got people, just... it's amazing. I mean, I don't understand it. We need to legalize it all over the world and let everybody get their money right. I mean, because we wasted so much money in these wars. In Iraq and Afghanistan, we left all our equipment over there. We need a new surplus. Just like when you refinance your house or you get a loan, you need a new shot in the arm. And all these states are suffering financially, and we need to do something to get money. And marijuana is the one.
But you know what? You raise a good point, Papa. Maybe the city of Detroit needs something like this because they're devastated.
Yeah. Didn't they file bankruptcy?
Yeah, they said people are moving in, but it's slowly. Because I met somebody the other day from Detroit, and that's what she said. She moved away from there about 3 years ago. And
it's just marijuana.
Yeah, I think that's what they need to do in Detroit. That's a good idea.
And it's no different than anything else. I mean, I'm drinking some really good cognac right now, and it's no different than anything else. I mean, marijuana. What's the difference? I mean,
well, the difference is that it's legal in some places and illegal in others.
Which makes
cognac
no sense.
is legal everywhere.
Right, but that cognac will have me kicking and screaming 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh Lord!
And Earling.
You're gonna be out of here before then, though, right?
Hugging the toilet like it's my best friend.
Oh goodness!
And with marijuana, the biggest thing I'm gonna hug is the pillow of the sofa. Say, I'm gonna deal with that.
The refrigerator and then the
refrigerator, exactly. It's
We got a caller, Papa. Maybe they're gonna chime in on what you're talking about tonight.
All right, let's pick up this caller. Caller, you're live on the Pajama Party Show. What's your comment? Go right ahead.
Hello, can they hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Go right ahead.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, family? Okay, now I'm a long-time listener. This is J-Rock. I'm calling from D.C., from the D.C. area, and I just hear what you're talking about, and I'm like in the convo. I just had to chime in. I've been listening to y'all all night. I do appreciate it. Oh, shout out to Redwine. I heard there's a B-Day coming up. Shout out. Let's give a B-Day shout out to Redwine. Definitely got to do that.
Thank you so much.
Definitely got to do that. But yeah, man, I just had to chime in because it's just like, I just think it's getting ridiculous out here, man. We got, the cops and everything that's just trying to lock all these boys up for all this marijuana and all this other kind of stuff. I just want to know because it's just like, you got people that is getting killed in drunk drivers. You got people that are murdering people off PCP. You got people walking down the streets butt naked, because they off the boat and the water and all that. And, I see it every day. So I'm just trying to understand, like, I don't hear a lot of cases where somebody done overdosed over marijuana and it done something stupid or done something crazy. So it's just like, and when I hear that they just made $200 million worth of taxes, man, they need to stop playing. Stop trying to lock all these young black men for trying to smoke a joint after they've been stressed out from the white man all day or stressed out from their boss or their job and all that. All they want to do is just relax and chill out. You know, I just trying to understand, you know, why does it got to be like that? You know, if they can make $200 million, I want to know what their crime rate is down in Colorado. I've never been down to Colorado, but what's their crime rate like?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah,
I'd be curious
You know,
to find out.
I would love to see what they,
do.
because I know down in, I mean, there's a lot of other cities and states and all that you know they killing for less, you know, and I just ain't never heard of too many cases that somebody overdosing over marijuana. You know, I mean, it you know, so that's all I want to know. And when they like I heard Poppa DD say they got boys locked up 10, 15 years for marijuana. You know, so, you know, and that's ridiculous to me. You know, so I just had to chime in real quick. I'm a fall back. You know, I might even do what it do over here. You know, we ain't gonna talk about that though. But you know, yeah,
right,
you know, I just.
All right, J-Rock.
Yeah, but I just had to call in, man. Shout out to Redwine. Happy birthday! Shout out to Poppa DD. You know, yeah, man, everybody in the building tonight. You know, absolutely.
All right. Appreciate that.
I'm gonna
keep listening. I'm gonna keep supporting. Y'all keep talking that talk. You understand?
All right.
All right, we got you.
Thank you.
And I appreciate the time. I just appreciate the time for letting me get it off my mind. You understand?
I appreciate you calling in
every
Friday night.
This is J-Rock coming to you live. You know, coming to you live from the city. I'm a holler.
All right, J-Rock.
All right, J-Rock, holler.
All
right, we appreciate J-Rock.
I know that's right. J-Rock
representing D.C.
He had a lot on his mind tonight.
Yeah, I'm with him on it.
Wow.
You know, some of the stuff that they're doing, locking people up, people sitting in jail. I was just reading a story today about a young man that was arrested. What did I tell you? Back in April, I think? Mm-hmm. He was arrested in April for stealing $5 worth of groceries. Okay? They already knew the guy had some mental issues.
Right.
He was arrested for stealing $5 worth of groceries back in April. Mm-hmm. He was held without bail, without bond bail, all of that. Mm-hmm. They found him dead in the jail cell, laying on the floor this week.
Wow.
That young man's gone.
He couldn't take it.
Apparently, his family said that they think he just stopped eating and all because he just was stressed.
Right.
And he wanted to get up out of there.
Right.
So I don't know if he went on a hunger strike or what. But that young man's dead for stealing $5 worth of groceries.
Wow.
Why was he sitting in jail since April?
Crazy.
I'm like, dude, I would have given you the $5. Would that make restitution?
Like you
needed
$5?
He
had some mental issues, so, you know. If you guys got any questions or comments we're talking about, hit us up tonight. 914-803-4306.
Press 1.
All right, we're going to take a little CC break and come back with Redwine.
It's Friday night, and you're listening to the Pajama Party Show Live. Tune in every Friday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Mountain, and 6 p.m. Pacific. We push it to the limit every week like only we can. We've got hot topics, hit it and quit it headlines, TV and movie reviews, commentaries, and the world's famous Kiss It list. And you don't want to be on the Kiss It list. So visit apajamaparty.com. Check out the cocktail of the week. Get your glass and get your laugh on with the Pajama Party Crew, doing what we do right here with you. Get up on this and push it. Push it real good.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD, and I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
I'm just saying.
And we're going to do a little something with Redwine. I'm just saying segment. What you got going on, Redwine?
Well, tomorrow, on Saturday, August 29th, will mark 10 years since Hurricane Katrina made landfall in the United States. It ravaged the Gulf Coast and forced more than 1 million people from their homes. No region felt the storm's impact like my city, New Orleans, where nearly 1,000 people died and more than 130,000 homes were damaged. Katrina displaced more than 1 million people along the Gulf, and thousands who tried to ride out the storm were plucked from their roofs by the Coast Guard. Thousands of people ended up in the Superdome and the city's convention center just trying to get help, only to find themselves stuck in filth and chaos. The National Guard arrived 5 days later after the storm.
Katrina left the same people that were struggling before the storm in worse shape than they were after the storm, because they were trying to hold on to the city that they loved. That included the elderly, the disabled, and the poor. Many who left haven't even gone back because they say there's nothing for them to go back to. Their homes couldn't be rebuilt, and even if they could rebuild it, they couldn't afford to rebuild it. Families were split up and relocated all over the country. Some of them had no idea where their family members were sent or whether they were even alive. Many businesses were lost, and a lot of those were owned by your small business owners, and they were family-owned businesses. A lot of people were wiped out by Katrina, and some of them never returned just because they were too devastated. Now, the government's response to Katrina was, in my opinion, atrocious. And we won't even talk about FEMA. Well, yeah, we will talk about FEMA. Some of the FEMA trailers are still there, and there are people still living in some of those trailers down in the 9th Ward. Those trailers were full of formaldehyde, which has been proven to be toxic. More than 6 years after the Gulf Coast victims of Hurricane Katrina began experiencing adverse health effects while living in those trailers provided by the government, which was handled by FEMA, a federal judge in New Orleans gave the final approval for $42.6 million settlement in a class action suit alleging that the units emitted hazardous levels of the toxic chemical formaldehyde. Roughly 55,000 residents of Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, and Texas were eligible for shares of that $37.5 million that was paid to more than 24 manufacturers. And some of them got some of that money. We still don't know if everybody got what they were supposed to get from out of that. I'm wondering how many people really got that money that were supposed to, that is. If it weren't for groups like Habitat for Humanity that's been there rebuilding homes throughout New Orleans and along the Gulf Coast, I don't think that area would look much different than it did 10 years ago. I adopted New Orleans as my favorite city the first time I visited there several years ago, and I go there every year, and I look forward to returning even the day after I've left. The people there are warm and they're resilient, and their spirit will never be dampened. Not even Katrina could hold them down. It makes me sad when I think of all the loss that was suffered there 10 years ago. But when I'm there and I see those kids that aren't even teenagers yet playing jazz like they were born knowing how, it gives me hope, and it lets me hear the spirit of the city that will never die. Those kids remind me that music can heal almost any kind of wound if you let it flow through your soul and let it do what it do, baby. So for all of you who thought New Orleans was over and done, you need to go and see for yourself. People are still returning and rebuilding and starting over again. And some places that were rebuilt, they needed a new facelift, and they got exactly what they needed, a brand new start. So even in the face of a horrible situation, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and it's getting brighter every day. Who dat? It's New Orleans. So keep your head up, and I'll see you soon. This is Redwine, and I'm just saying.
All right, now.
That's my people down there.
That's your peeps.
That's my people.
All right, man.
I'll be back soon, y'all. I'll hold it down.
I heard that. Right. You want to keep rolling with you, Pop?
Yeah.
Living for the city.
Wow. I just want to talk about the power of boycott. You know, I think that that's kind of got out of the grips of people. You know, we go on the street and yell out, you know, Black Lives Matter and things of that nature, and that's a good stand. Any stand you take is good. But I think to get together and have a unified boycott on something, if we got a problem with a business or something in particular, just don't utilize them. You know, don't support them, and you'd be surprised how fast it takes them to go out of business or at least have a bad week anyway. But it seems like blacks don't have that unification to do that anymore. You know, while one person is saying don't shop at Walmart, somebody's like, I'll go to Walmart because they got the cheapest cereal. I'm going to get my sugar pops $2.99. I'm going to go to Walmart. You know, the contradiction of attitudes amongst people is not unified. So I think that was one reason why Martin Luther King was assassinated, because he had the power to boycott. to get a group, to get any type of people together to not do something. I mean, Martin Luther King had that power, and they just did not like that. You know, don't ride the buses, and the buses almost went out of service. And to have that power, it just made people say, wow. Just like in the Malcolm X movie, where did that nigga get all that power? Mm-hmm. Okay? So think about that. You know, the last thing you want to do is to support anybody that's not treating you right. In any aspect of life. You know, not just businesses or people, relationships, whatever. You know, so I just want to make that brief on that particular situation to boycott if necessary. Even if you do it as an individual. If a cleaners piss you off or Giant or anywhere, you know, Target, whatever, just don't spend your money there. Maybe you'll be one person from over 1 million, or Macy's, you know, Ketel's people.
Red Star, ain't messing with you, Pop.
Just boycott them, you know. People say, I'm going to go there and show them I got money. You know, show them you got money. What? Yeah, people say that. Mm-hmm. Some people look at me like I ain't have no money. I'm going to go in there and buy $400 worth of shit, show them I got money. Okay.
You say pull back, huh, Papa?
Yeah. Some people want to prove, they want to go in there and spend money to prove it. They look at me, damn, I ain't have no money. Look at I brought in. I bought this nice diamond watch. Now I got money. You had money.
Yeah, now they got money. All right, Papa.
So try to boycott them. If you want to do it. Good luck.
I'm going to battle you on that one.
Well, I want to tell you about our Pajama Party Bash. Join the Pajama Party Crew on Saturday, August 29th, which is tomorrow. Redwine's birthday also. Woo! 7 p.m. to midnight at the other White House, the White Mansion at 1410 Missouri Avenue, Northwest. You can check us out on apajamaparty.com. You can meet us tomorrow night. We're going to have an open bar from 7 to 8. Music by DJ 2, door prizes, Pajama Party Fashion Show. Of course, we got to feed you guys, so we can get a little something. Some prizes, door prizes, a game. We're going to turn it up tomorrow.
Woo, turn it down for what?
So check it out on apajamaparty.com and get more info.
Naked Twister?
Oh, boy.
Well, yeah, Twister. I don't know about naked, Papa. So sit back, relax, sip on your favorite cocktail. We're going to take a little CC break. We're going to come back with the celebrity birthdays.
All righty.
Looking for a new cocktail to serve at your next dinner party? Trying to figure out what pairs well with your main entree? Then you need to visit the Cocktail of the Week archive at apajamaparty.com. We've got a list of all the cocktails we've featured on previous Pajama Party shows with recipes and pictures of the drinks. And believe me, we've had some good ones. And while you're on the website, visit the archives for previous shows. Just click on any date and you can hear the shows again and again. We've got you covered at apajamaparty.com. And tell a friend. They'll thank you.
Welcome back to the Pajama Party. I'm one of your hosts, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir.
Redwine's going to be the birthday chickadee.
All right now.
Or what are you
I'm not saying. Okay. Let's get to the birthdays. Who we got this week?
Shoot, they are pushing me. I'm the lowest paid here. Anyway, Barbara Eden. Who's Barbara Eden?
I Dream of Jeannie.
I Dream of Jeannie. Okay. All right, she's an actress. She's 84 years old.
Wow.
Imagine that. I Dream of Jeannie.
She's still rolling.
I wonder if she's still wearing that outfit.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
She was fine as hell. Anyway, Shirley Long, actress. She's 66.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Oh, yeah. Cheers.
Mm-hmm. Marlene Martin, actress. She's the one that she won an Oscar, didn't she?
Yeah. I think she did,
For the trail of movie. She's a deaf.
I remember her from Deaf Lesser God.
Yeah, she's a deaf actress, yeah. Mm-hmm. And Dave Chappelle, 42. He's a kid, okay. What are you going to do? B. Smith.
Oh, yeah, she had a birthday.
66 years old. Ain't that something? Wow. 24th of August.
Okay. B. Smith, that's the quote-unquote Black Martha Stewart.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah, that's what they say.
Marshall Thompson, singer from the Chi-Lites.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay.
73.
I think he's the lead singer, isn't he?
73.
Uh-huh.
What else you got?
We got Sean Connery,
On the
actor,
25th.
85 years old. We got Regis Philbin, TV host. He's 84.
Regis.
Your boy Blair Underwood is the big 5-0.
Ooh-wee. Call me Blair.
Walter Williams, singer for the OJs, 72 years old.
Oh, okay.
What they do?
Saxophonist Bradford Marcellus, his brother, 26th of August. Keke Palmer,
Oh, yeah.
actress,
Akilah and the Bee.
Yeah, how old is she?
22.
That's it. She's a youngin'.
Yeah, baby.
Valerie Simpson,
Mm-hmm.
damn. Ashford and Simpson,
Yeah.
Wow.
70 years old.
Wow.
Ooh-wee.
Yeah, a lot of great hits.
Go on, girl.
Mm-hmm.
And,
We got okay.
Paul Rubin,
Mhm.
that's my man Pee Wee Herman.
Oh,
63.
boy.
Wow, 63?
Getting up there.
He ain't no Pee Wee no more.
Tom Ford, fashion designer, 54. This is your girl, Yolanda Adams. She's only 54.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Chandra Wilson. You see her on Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Okay.
She's, 46?
46.
Okay. August
Shania Twain.
28.
Shania Twain, singer. She's a country western singer.
That's the day.
I feel like a woman.
How old is she?
50.
She's big 5-0. She was talking about it on a story the other day.
Oh, okay.
David Soul from Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, yeah. The original Starsky and Hutch.
72.
Mm-hmm.
Leanne Rimes.
Yeah,
She's only
country
33.
singer.
Unbelievable. Wow.
You baby.
Funny enough, we got Redwine.
Woo-woo.
Who the hell is that?
On August 29th.
Uh-oh.
That is mañana.
Red wine.
Okay.
She's not telling, huh?
And who's this person here? Michelle
Michelle, how you pronounce her name, Ketel?
Ningola.
Indicello.
Indicello.
Singer.
She was born in Berlin, Germany. Her real name is Michelle Lynn Johnson.
And she changed it to that?
I guess so.
Okay.
It was the other way around.
Interesting.
And the late Michael Jackson.
Oh.
28th of August as well.
All righty. Happy birthday to everybody.
I know that's right. Okay. All right. I guess we're going to go right into
Hollywood wrap up.
Yeah, we're going to wrap it on up.
All right.
Check this out. They got the lineup for Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, I heard about
that. Who they have now?
Season 21 is slowly being revealed. Celebrities, music legend Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan?
Oh, my God. Are you
kidding? Chaka Khan. Bindi Irwin, Australian actress and daughter of the late crocodile hunter Steve Irwin.
Oh, the crocodile hunter.
Okay.
His daughter is going to be on there?
Bindi Irwin.
Yeah.
Okay.
TV chef Paula Dean.
Are you serious?
That should be interesting.
Do we really want to see Paula Dean dance?
Oh, boy.
That's the N-word, lady.
But I ain't messing with you, Papa.
She's the N-word.
The Backstreet Boy, Nick Carter. And also the Triple Crown winning jockey Victor Espinazo.
Are you serious? He's only, like 4 feet tall?
Wow.
Who's he going to dance with?
I don't.
You're talking about Donald Trump, okay.
You know, he probably going to dance with...
those jockeys are really, really
He's probably going to dance with Poppa DD's girl, if she's still there.
He hasn't even come back yet.
Sherberg? Yeah, she might be.
She didn't come back yet.
But more Hollywood news, Joy Behar, she's returning to the ABC's The View.
Oh, boy.
Who are they getting rid of?
What's her name? Nicole Wallace. They're getting rid of her, and also Rosie Perez is leaving.
Oh, she is?
Yes.
Good.
She announced it. Uh-oh. What's up with that, Papa?
She was in.
She was you don't know?
She was just too out.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's who's returning back for the 19th season of The View. Okay. Also, in the Hollywood news, Amber Rose, she lands on MTV reality series.
Oh boy.
With Black China?
Who is Black China?
She's some rapper. That Black China's a bad girl, huh?
I hear she's a stripper.
Okay. Amber Rose, she's 31. She's a model and actress. She's played in quite a few movies this summer. She used to be married to Wiz Khalifa, Amber Rose.
Mhm.
So it's going to be basically about two women juggling their lifestyle and work with bringing up their children, famous fathers. So.
Okay.
That should be interesting.
Who's one of Black China? Black China?
Black China. I hear she's a stripper.
Who's her baby's daddy though?
Oh, I don't know.
Baby's daddy is Tiga.
Tiga.
Okay.
Tiga. So that should be interesting. Matter of fact, Amber Rose, she's from Philly, originally from Philly. Her
Really?
father's Irish and Italian descent. And Mama is
Scottish. Really?
Interesting.
So which one of them is black?
So she's a mutt.
I'm not in that one, Papa.
Fresh out of the SPCA. Okay.
She Amber Rose first started striptease acting. She was 15. She did that to make money because her parents divorced.
She was a what? Striptease.
Yeah, striptease.
At 15?
15.
Lord have mercy, Amber.
She
ain't so, girl.
She gained notoriety. Louis Vuitton print advertisement by Kanye West, a sneaker line. Then after that, she announced that she was launching her eyewear. That was in 2009. In 2009 to 2010, she signed up with the Ford Model Agency. And
she get around.
Right. And then also in 2012, she opened a clothing line with her friend Priscilla Orna called Rose and Orna.
Never heard of it.
Well, there's a big market overseas.
Yeah. Is it stripper clothes or is it like regular clothes?
Oh, that's cool. See, Donald Trump Jr., listen to you.
Just asking a question.
That's my Hollywood wrap up. I'm not messing with y'all tonight.
Just asking a question.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What you got tonight, Redwine, with the cocktail of the night?
Oh, my goodness.
Because we've been sipping on that all night.
Whew. Lord, let me focus my eyeballs for a minute.
Yeah, we locked y'all. Man, I need some water.
Good. Okay, tonight, cocktail of the week is a Dutch Mule. No, thank you, the Peanut Gallery. The Dutch Mule. Okay, some variations of this drink use Ketel One vodka, but the version that we did tonight uses the Ketel One Orange, which is the orange Ketel One, which gives it a different flavor profile. So it's best if you build it in a copper mug, or you can use a highball glass over ice. So what you want to do, let me tell you what's in it. You use 1.5 ounces of Ketel One Orange or orange vodka, 3/4 of an ounce of fresh lime juice, and then you top it with ginger beer, and you garnish it with an orange cube or a slice of orange. So you want to build it in a copper mug. That's what the Ketel One people recommend because it keeps it colder. Or you can, like I said, you can use a highball glass over ice. So what you want to do is add the Ketel One vodka and your lime juice, and you do not shake it, you stir it. And then you top it off, when you put your ice in, then you top it off with the ginger beer. And like I said, you don't want to shake it because of the ginger beer. It has fizz to it. If you shake it, you will have a mess all over your hands. So you don't want to do that. Okay. And then you garnish it with a cube of ice, and you have yourself a Dutch Mule.
All right, now.
So give it a try and see if you like it. I mean, it's not for everyone, but some of us actually enjoy it.
It's right tasty.
Yes. Well, we have a caller, so I'm going to get this caller on the line, and then we will keep moving. Caller, go right ahead, caller. You're on live with the Pajama Party.
No, they're not going to move.
And they get air.
Caller, you're on the air.
They're not going to move because they move out of them seats. They're not going to get their seats.
Okay, we'll come back.
Right. Maybe they don't know they're on the line.
Yeah, we'll try back.
Okay.
I think it was a butt call.
We're going to keep it moving.
Okay.
See who's on the kisser list. Who's on the kisser list tonight, Papa?
Woo.
Yeah, we got a lot of folks on the kisser list.
I got
tonight.
a list too, Papa. Let's go run it down.
Let's see here.
Who's on the kisser list?
We got
Go right ahead.
ex-Florida Representative Congressman Trey Randall.
Uh-huh.
Getting busted for cocaine possession in 2013 and resigned in 2014, and announcing he'll be opening up a PR firm this year, focusing in the crisis management and doing a Muddy Water music remix. What?
What the hell? This guy got everything going on.
Yeah, he does.
Ooh, he's tripping.
Donald Trump for being such a wonderful man, as I'm concerned. But Redwine says for making arrogant remarks to many people this week. Oh, please, that is so lame, Redwine.
Mm-hmm.
Donald Trump is my main man. Anyway, Macy's, Roger Goodell, Dan Snyder, and the coach of the Redskins. Let's not leave out, and the coach. What's his name? Gruden.
Coach Gruden. That's his name.
Jose Ramos for speaking out. Out of time with Donald Trump. Burger King, McDonald's, George Zimmerman. Got a picture of George Zimmerman in a swimming pool in Florida, or wherever he is. He's in hiding. He has a Cuban cigar in his mouth and a cross around his neck with sunglasses on, and he's smiling like he's happy as hell. You got to see this picture of George Zimmerman. Pull up George Zimmerman, you'll see a picture of him in a swimming pool in a resort area, looking like he's having a grand time. So, and what's her name? Gretchen Carson, Fox News anchor, for insisting that Roanoke anchor murders were a hate crime versus a workplace violence situation. Simply because a black man had shot 3 white people. Ooh,
he kept trying to say, well, this should be a hate crime because it was a black man that killed white people. Why isn't that a hate crime?
Ooh, really?
And the anchor kept trying to explain it to her.
I got a few. Noel Biderman, ex-CEO of Avid Life Media, parent company of Ashley Madison website, for quitting.
He quit.
Also, the Ashley Madison website for having a slogan that says, "Life is short, have an affair."
Oh, my goodness.
And for having fake women's accounts on their site to lure men to join. Lance Lesnick, Charles Barkley's first agent that stole hundreds of thousands of dollars from him when he was young and had just gone pro. So,
did we forget Macy's?
What about King Vitamin for not selling cereal anymore?
Who's that?
King Vitamin for not selling cereal anymore.
Okay.
King Vitamin?
All right.
Did
we get Roger Goodell?
Yeah, Roger Goodell, yeah.
All of that. Okay,
so this is for you.
All right, here it is.
Here it is.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass. Kiss my ass. You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass. Oh, you can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever loving country ass. That's right.
All right, we're back. We're going to do our little closing things, and we're going to advertise the party again.
Okay. It's the end of the summer Pajama Party Bash. Join the Pajama Party Crew, which is us, Redwine, Ketel, and Papa. We're going to be there with our silky pajamas on.
Hey.
I don't know. Papa said he might wear flannel. I don't know.
He might not wear any. You better watch him.
I ain't in that. It's Redwine's birthday.
Woo!
So we're going to turn it up.
Woo!
August the 29th. Well, can I get it in?
Oh, sorry.
7 p.m. to midnight at the other White House, the White Mansion at 1410 Missouri Avenue Northwest. You can reach us at apajamaparty.com to get more details. I'll tell you a little details though. From 7 to 8, we're going to have an open bar. Music by DJ 2. Door prizes. We got to feed you guys. We're going to have a pajama party fashion show. Prizes, and we're going to be playing, what, Naked Twister, I think you said, Papa?
That's what he said he was going to
play. And
I'm going to bring the video camera.
Pin the donkey on the
Pin the tail on the Negro.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. So what's your last word, Redwine?
My last word is thanks for everyone who's been listening to the show this month and previous months. Looking forward to the party tomorrow. Please come out and join us. We're going to have a good time. So I'm just saying, y'all want to come out and join us because, you know, we throw a party. If you haven't been to one of our parties, you have missed the time of your life. We do not play. As my mama used to say, we may kid and joke, but we don't play. So you better be there. 7 o'clock tomorrow over at the White Mansion, 1410 Missouri Avenue. Get the information off the website, www.apajamaparty.com. And, you know, you can come and pay at the door. Same price as if you had a ticket in advance. We're trying to help you out. So we hope to see you all tomorrow. Come and celebrate with us. We'll treat you right. We sure will. Show you some Southern hospitality. Yes, we will.
Ain't mess with you. What you got, Papa?
I can't follow that too tough. I just want to thank all our listeners, whether you listen to us at home, at work, on your phone, or what have you. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to always keep you informed. We have no holds barred when it comes to stories that we talk about. You know, we definitely practice our freedom of speech laws very vigorously. We speak our mind for sure. But thank you for helping us out and supporting us, and we promise to keep it fresh and keep it strong every week. So, good night.
All right. Well, my last word is, my usual, thanks for the old listeners, new listeners, and future listeners. My online listeners, our phone listeners, archive listeners. Everybody listen. Thank you. You can catch us on www.apajamaparty.com and come on out to the Pajama Party Bash of the summer and Redwine Feed Day. We're going to turn it up. Whoop, whoop. All right. Good night.
Good night.
Bonsoir.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of jazz.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Sana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, grown and